Hey, 4 days left. What's up? Is a Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to be doing a second review of the day. It's actually a third review of the day, because I did a movie review in Cantonese in the beginning. But anyways, second album review of the day would be the new Kobaryo album, Super Key Generator. So Kobaryo is an electronic artist in Japan, and the music they make is Speedcore and J-core, which essentially you take Breakcore and EDM and make it extremely hyper, extremely overproduced, extremely overblown, and you get Speedcore. It's essentially the type of music they play in clubs and raves, but make it intolerably noisy and extremely aggressive and fast for no reason. You get Speedcore. So right off the bat, especially with the album cover, I don't know if I'll be able to enjoy this one, but I did, and I need to yawn. The track sequence breaker has the pummeling break beats, the pitch vocal sample sounds like it came straight out of a video game, and then we have these very J-pop keyboards that feels like it came out of an anime, but it's 8-bit, and then these shuffly keyboards, and then these chopped up and turned up dubstep beats. Then contrast that with cutesy little keyboards. It's like 10 different sounds and styles and electronic music smashed together in the span of 3 minutes. When I listen to this track, I feel like my mind is splitting apart, and I guess in a sense that made the track really entertaining, and I really enjoyed it in a way. I also like the track Fluffy Flash Flowering version, which has the Vocaloid vocals and the super blissful and sunny keyboards. Then halfway through the track, we are smashed with big sassy club beats. It's just two completely different vibes of electronic music. It's just smashed together, which really creates an interesting contrast. Following that, we have Sparkling Software V2.0 with the super bass boosted glitchy beats, break beats, fancy Vocaloid, and then the track ends off with loud crushing alarm sounds. And I'm not talking iPhone goofy alarms or like Android alarms. I'm talking like prison alarms or something. Other tracks I really like include Super Libraries, which hits a real groove. At some point, the track turns into a Super Mario Kart soundtrack, but then we are smashed with very heavy, distorted heavy metal guitars. Similar with the track Future Downloader V2.0 with the constantly spamming beats. The metal guitars actually complement the electronic beats really well. It really adds a metallic texture to it that otherwise it would feel very synthetic and fake. Virtual Ragnarok Chat is one of the highlights. It just has this spooky Halloween feel to it that makes it extra sassy, really has a lot of attitude. And Dimension Hacker has the choppy and glitchy break beats, the busy, jumpy keyboards, and the 8-bit Game Boy sounds. What's the name of this sound? I swear to God, I know that there's a name for this genre of music, but I forgot. But it's 8-bit is essentially what it is. It sounds 8-bit. And one of my favorites on the album, if not favorite, is the track Resurrection, which feels like an actual J-pop song, like a 2000s anime song, but it's just turned up and hyped up into this EDM banger with Game Boy 8-bit keyboards and hand claps and swirly dubstep sounds. So overall, the album is just rich and overblown with so many genres of music, and it still somehow manages to have that youthful, schizophrenic vibe. And there are other tracks on this album that I think are pretty promising, but are a little bit too mashed up for its own good, like No Future Terror and Under the Black Sky, especially the latter, which has the playful pianos, and it kind of sounds like Porter Robinson on crack. And then we have tracks like Raven Emperor and Everlasting Liberty, which are a little bit too aggressive without any sort of artistic spin on it. I'm fine with ultra aggressive electronic music, albeit my eardrums are bleeding, but if it's artistic, I would still listen to it. Not exactly completely on these tracks, but otherwise it's still very enjoyable, very interesting. I love this album cover because there's an anime girl on it, but also the color palettes, and it's interesting. It's something. It really is something. I'm feeling a decent 7 on this album. So, have you listened to this album? Comments below. Let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.